In this video, we're going to speak about something that holds us back on our path. And this is an afflicted mind or negative emotions. Our emotions can actually hold us back. They are many times taking control over us. So when we want to get focused, when we want to get into a space of sharpness, we want to be aware of our thoughts and not to give them too much importance. Many times we give the emotion so much power, we feed the emotion with more fuel, and actually we create more stress in our body and takes ourselves away from the path. So the way that I want to suggest to work with the emotion is a very known technique of meditation. But you don't have to do a meditation in order to really have this practice. It can be something that you do whenever you want and whenever you have an emotion that takes so much of your attention and you lose the focus of what you want and you lose the focus on your path. So the practice is to note it, know it, let it go. When a thought arises or when an emotion arises, we just want to pay attention to this emotion. So not to get caught up in the emotion, just to call it out. There is something about just awareness, which is also so much kindness as well. Because the nature of awareness is love. The nature of awareness is kindness. And when we bring this awareness to our self, to the way that we feel, instead of blaming ourselves, instead of being really hard on ourselves, instead of getting rid of the emotions that we have, we just bring the awareness of what we feel. And we look with very kind eyes of what we feel. And we just note it. We just note it. We just note anger. We note sadness. We note jealousy. We note frustration. And all of this, again, is very normal to feel. And it's not that we want on the spiritual path or as human to get rid of all of our emotions. These emotions will come up. The thing is not to react to them in a very hostile way. The thing is not to take them too seriously. So when we note it, we already label it and we put it into some kind of understanding. With our loving kindness awareness, we understand, okay, there is anger right now. Then the next stage would be to know it. What does it mean to know it? It means that we know that this emotion is very temporary. It's not the only way to work with emotions, and of course, to some extent, we need to deal with the emotions and to work with the emotions, but especially when we have something that we want to change, especially when we are focused on a path, we don't want the emotion to distract us and we don't want to give them too much power. So just by noticing them in the first place, noting them, understanding that they are there, we are facing the emotions. But the second thing would be to know that they will go. This emotion will not stay forever. This emotion doesn't say anything about me. This is really important thing to understand. When I think, oh, this emotion makes me a bad person, this emotion makes me an unhappy person or something like that, and I define myself according to this emotion, then I actually limit myself and I'm actually not knowing the emotion, because the emotion is very temporary and my essence is permanent. My essence is not influenced by my emotions. But when I feed the emotions, it's really giving so much impact on my life. So when I know it, I just know it's there, it will go, it doesn't mean anything about me, it's very natural to feel this kind of emotion. I don't give it too much fuel, I just let it go. This is the third stage. And it's actually thought to be the most difficult way, but it's actually the most simple and easy thing to let go, to release. It's not an action. Letting go is not an action. Letting go is just releasing. It's like when I hold something and then I let it go, I don't need to contract my fist. I need to let go. I need to release. I need to not activate, deactivate the muscles. So letting go, it's a deactivation, it's a release, it's a relief, it's a surrender, it's a, okay, I'm letting go. I'm not holding it anymore. So I know that it's there. I know that it's not forever. I know that it doesn't say anything about me, that it's very natural and human to feel this kind of emotion. And I let it go and I move on. This is how we want to work with our emotion and to keep on focusing on what is really important in our life.